Hey, what's up everybody? Blitzwing Ben back here for another review, and today I will be taking a look at, I know this figure came out a long time ago, but I just started my YouTube channel, so I figured I'd give some Studio Series a shot. So this is these Transformers Studio Series, the incredible, the amazing, the Decepticon Enforcer, Blackout. So here he is. Yeah, he looks, and first off I want to see the detail. He looks amazing. I will be doing a review with the custom gun that I showed you guys on the review yesterday. So there's his pulse cannon, his energon wave cannon, and his minigun right here. So yeah, I'm going to be doing this video with it, and I actually found a way to store it in vehicle mode, which is pretty amazing. So I thought I was pretty clever for doing that. So here's his legs, and oh yeah, I put him in a pose. So he's like about to chop some things up with his rotor blades. There we go, those spin pretty good, like freely. And you got his cannon on the other side. If you want to, like I said, it is a mech tech weapon, so you can push down this lever, and it's kind of hard because it gets blocked by the shoulder pads, the fuel tanks on the shoulders. But you can extend it out like that when he has the blade, like from Mech Tech Starscream, and I put some weathering on the blade itself, but it's like a smaller blade, so you don't really notice it as much, because I wanted to make it look more like just a machine gun. And it looks like all these panels and detailings, and I painted it. It looks custom, like it's built into the gun, you know what I mean? So, or built into the arm. So, and it's like a darker gunmetal bluish gray color, so it matches with the figure, but it's darker than it, so it looks like it's like a different part, like it doesn't blend in perfectly with his arm, which is a good thing. It looks more like a mechanical, gives it more detail and like pop kind of. So yeah, I don't know where to start. He's such an amazing figure. This is one of my favorite League of Past figures, like from Studio Series for sure. Granted, this is the only one I have, but I love him so much. I've always wanted Blackout as a character. I never got the original movie toy for him, and then there was, oh, I really wanted the Cyberverse one when I was a little kid during Darkling Moon from Easter. When I was younger, I really wanted the Commander class, I think they were called. I wanted the Commander class version of Blackout with the Scorponok gun. It came with Scorponok too, and I almost got that for Easter, but the Easter Bunny said that they were out of stock. Like, you know, the Easter Bunny probably tried to get it at the store, if you know what I mean. But yeah, so that's okay. But I never got one, but I'm still happy I have him now. He's my first Transformer I've ever gotten that turns into a helicopter, actually. So I'm really excited. Let's take a look at the detail on his face. Oh, look at that head sculpt. It's amazing. It's silver, red paint picked out neat for the eyes. Like the mechanical mouth detailing, it's just like it did in the movie. The chest transformation is amazing. He's got like this little camera here that would flip out, but it's actually the landing gear. But it folds into his chest and just completes the look so nicely. It fills in that gap right there. And then coming down to his crotch, he's got some detailing even here, like gunmetal. And then his skirt pieces look like they've been like panels that split from the helicopter mode, and they revealed some more panels here. These like gear, these studded pieces here. These gunmetal displays, kind of. Or if you know what I mean, like it's all this just beautiful mechanical detailing. He's got like pistons in his legs. The pistons are actually functional too. Like if you move the leg, let me show you. It'll move the piston there on his attached to his knee armor, which is pretty awesome. Like he had in the movie. Like he's so accurate. I can't even believe it. And his robot mode is pretty clean. Here, let me show you. It's pretty clean for the most part here. Let's turn him around. And whoops, actually, there you go. There's Scorponok. So he cleans up on the back pretty good. But let's take a look at this little guy first. So, there we go. We'll leave Blackout here for a minute. But for now, we will focus on Scorponok. So this is Scorponok, and what you want to do is just kind of fold him out a little bit, and then fold out his tail. And there you go. He's got some very nice detail on his many different eyes, but the only two of them are painted. He's got four, but that's okay. It's a small figure, and he's got so much detail on him. He's got looks so movie accurate with all the gold and silver and the gunmetal sandy colored, kind of like a sandy gold, like so he blends in with the desert like he did in the movie. But he's like gray and silver and yeah, and red and goldish copper color. So he looks really good actually. Posability, you can pose his tail around, and the stinger, the Scorponok's tail, is this one piece here. Looks pretty awesome though. And his claws can move in and out too. And he's got his legs. He looks pretty awesome. He scales really good actually with Blackout. Honestly, I think Blackout was a massive character in the movie, so I think the scale's pretty good. Like, Scorponok wasn't like maybe just a little bit taller than regular humans. You know, like maybe they'd be up to his face here. But like, you know, Scorponok was like just a lot bigger than them, like just longer. But I don't know if he was necessarily that much taller than them. But seriously, compared to the scale, imagine a human compared, like, right there to Blackout's foot. He's massive. As we did see in the Air Force Base attack in the first movie, in the 2007 movie, when he attacked the Air Force Base in Qatar. He was huge. And, yeah, so there's Scorponok. You can fold him back up, and he, like, is super movie accurate. Like, he didn't really blend into Blackout's back. Even if you saw in the 2007 movie game, he just kind of stored it. And he did transform into his back a little bit, like, but you could still see Scorponok kind of, like, it didn't really look like Scorponok, but it looked like something was, you know, stored on his back. So it doesn't look bad at all when it's stored there. It looks pretty natural, actually, for me, at least. And, yeah, it's like, you know, Soundwave. Funny story, in the original 2007 movie, he was actually supposed to, be Soundwave, actually, with Ravage, but that didn't happen until Rend of the Fallen. That's who Blackout was. That's why he has Scorponok, because his minion. It would have been one of Soundwave's mini cons, like his cassettes, remember? But, yeah. Yeah, he got great detailing. He's so accurate. He's got the rotors on his back that make like a cape, and the engine block here. These little, I think these are the generators, actually, like, you know, on the top of his shoulders right there. Those gunmetal pieces are actually the shockwave generators that he uses. Remember, like, he, like, kind of just, like, puts his arms together and, like, squeezes real, like, no, you know what I mean? Like, he goes, like, when he makes a giant pulse wave in the movie, and jump pulse wave. I believe that's how he does it. Otherwise, he's got, like, on his forearms, too, like, the cannons here. Yeah, but, he looks amazing. And, the back cleans up really good, like I said. And he's got the 6 rotor blades on his back. Very movie accurate, great detail. The wheels are sort back here. He's got his feet. Looks just amazing to me. I know the one problem people have with him, it doesn't. It doesn't really bother me too much. But I mean, I really wish they would have done this. But it doesn't really bother me too much. But I'm like, it would have been nice if they did it, but they didn't have to. The hand articulation. So like, you know, he can move his wrist, but there's no swivel. It's okay that you can move his fingers though. You can open and close his hands, but people really wanted like a wrist swivel, and the Black or Wei Jiang version actually cleans that up a lot. And he's got these 2 fingers are also articulated on the Wei Jiang. I can't. There we go. It's hard to get his hand open. And these panels actually stayed up here, part of them, so it made the arms less kibbly. But they don't look too bad, honestly. They look kind of in place. These could be like the Energon wave blasters right underneath his hands. So that looks pretty cool. He's very movie accurate, and I love him. He's got the cockpit detail in there, and his head, and this piece stays hidden. The cockpit, the upper windshield of the cockpit is folded back here. Sorry. Yeah, but he looks really good. So, yeah, excellent robot mode. He's got a bluish color. I'll go over articulation quick. The head is just on a ball joint, I believe. You can wiggle it around, and you can look up and down, and it can rotate left and right. Left, yeah, left and, well, this would be right for him. But, you know, from our perspective, this is left and this is right. But, you know what I mean. Yeah, so good head. He's got a butterfly joint, technically. It's supposed to tab in here, but, like, you can unplug it and use it as a butterfly joint, the shoulder. The tab's in. As you can see, there's a little tab and a little slot right there. So, yeah, but you can use that as a butterfly joint. It looks really good. And then he's got outward arm movement. Bicep swivel. A little over 90 degrees of bend at the elbow. His wrist can hinge out. His wrist can hinge forward and back, and he's got the open and closing fingers like I showed, and he's got his propeller blade destroyer, and he's got the cannon on the other side. Same articulation there. Nothing at the waist just because of the way he transforms. You can lift up his skirt piece here, and his legs can go pretty far forward, honestly. I could probably lift it up a little more, but I'm not gonna, do that too much. You guys probably already know the articulation. And then he can go backwards. Oof. Nice ratchet, by the way, on him, especially his legs. Yeah, you can go backwards pretty far, and outward. You can do the full splits if you want. He does have a thigh rotation, a double jointed knees, because he's got the one right here, so you can get that much, and then the second knee, so he gets the chicken leg look, and he's got this square piece like he had in the movie, like his legs looked like that. They were kind of bulky and stuff, and then his ankles are amazing. It's so great. He's got the foot on this piston can move too, the knee pad, so can this leg panel here, but his feet can move hinge forward and back, and he does have ankle pivot on it. No swivel, but he's got great ankle articulation. So, yeah, this piece you can tuck down or put back there if you want to. I like to leave it out because it's more movie accurate, actually. And, yeah, I think that's about it. So, without further ado, let's get into transformation. Okay, so to transform him, what you want to do, sorry about that, is you want to first remove this propeller. It doesn't really bother me that much, the parts forming, but that's okay. So we'll just put that off to the side for a little bit, and you can take off his gun too, his cannon, minigun. And yeah, let's get started. Oh, you also want to take off Scorponok. Hello, peekaboo, peekaboo. He's like, looks like he's playing like peekaboo or hide and seek or something. But oh, he's got these really nice decals of like the Air Force logo on his forearms too, and he's got a lot of that more in vehicle mode. We'll show that off, like all the tampographed things. Hang on, I'm gonna adjust my chair. There we go. Okay, so first what you want to do is you want to, hang on. First what you want to do is you want to come here and come to the back, and there's this panel here, and you just want to unplug that and lift that up for a second, and then you want to hinge. Oh wait, actually first I should probably do the waist. So you want to lift up this little cut piece and then just pull down on the waist, see, separating it. There's a tab and a slot right in there, and yeah, and then you want to lift the skirt piece up, straighten out the legs, and bend the feet forward, and that'll move it down. And then you want to move the legs up, actually, so they're ratcheted up. And same with this side. And then you hinge the feet down, just like that. Bring the legs in together so he's like this. And yeah, then what you want to do is maybe work on the feet, and then you want to rotate the legs inward. Yeah, rotate the legs inward, like so. Oh, you should have done this first, but you can, this is on a slider. You can take the joint on the bottom of his foot, this panel here, and you pull it out, rotate it around, push it down, and you hinge this piece out and tab it into place. You can take the landing gear, the wheels, put them down. Same thing on the other side. So you just pull that out, rotate it, push it down, pull this piece out, tab it in, and fold the landing gear down. Make sure it's all secure, and yeah, there we go. And now what you basically want to do is, then what should we do next? Oh yeah, you want to, sorry, I'm kind of nervous, I haven't done this on camera before. Then you want to, sorry, this is kind of big. You want to take this panel here and fold it out from the arm, close up the hand, and lift this panel up too. Fold the hand in. Yeah, and then fold this piece up and untap the shoulders. snap. At first, when I first got this, I thought it was going to break them, but it's actually just a really secure tab, but it won't break. At least I don't think so. Untab the shoulders and hinge them back like that. Fold out the arms and close up the hand, fold it in. Then fold this tank around and fold this piece up. And then you basically want to, oops, let me get this out of the way. Hinge this piece on the arm. You want to move this up, rotate it first, then open this part and move that up. And you want to tap the fuel tank together. Oh man. Okay, there we go. And yeah. And then you want to come to the back here and you want to hinge this piece up, tab it in, fold out the rest of the helicopter mode, this panel here, flush that on his back. This is this is hard work. I like it. I love it though. It's really fun to do, but it's hard to get it all on camera. Sorry if I'm not. This is kind of my first transforming review, like where I'm transforming it. The custom Nemesis Prime figure I didn't really need to show because the vehicle mode is about the same. The detail mainly affected is robot mode, which I think is a kind of cool, like magic kind of. You know what I mean? Like it's a cool effect because his vehicle mode looks the same, but his robot mode looks all different and stuff. Yeah, and then but back to Blackout anyway. Yeah, do the same thing on the other arm that you did and tap it into the fuel tank and rotate it around. Oh, I remember when this guy was revealed in December, I was so excited. It was at night, and I was looking on my phone, and I was like, oh my gosh, yes, they're finally making a leader class Blackout, who I've wanted for a long time. I really want all the leader class figures. Like, most of the Decepticons, except Barricade, because, it wouldn't really be in scale, but the first movie Decepticons I'm talking about. And we've pretty much got them. We've gotten a leader class for all of the movie 1 designs for the Decepticons, which they really should be, except for Barricade. They were pretty massive characters, the first movie Decepticons for sure. And, yeah, then you want to take this panel. This is a great bit of transformation. You fold this piece up, and it brings the dish here, and the Decepticon symbols that says 4500X with a Decepticon symbol, and you push the head down. There we go. And the wheels float up and then fold down, and then there's the cockpit. Then you want to hinge the engine piece back. You want to lift this whole section up and flush it with this engine piece here. So you fold this hinge up with the rotors. And then you want to hinge that back. Wow. And collapse these two vent systems, the engine together. And it's so cool how, like, the engine is exposed. Like, that's like the helicopter engine on the top where the rotors are, because that's where the helicopter engine actually is, where the rotors are, obviously, because that's what propels it. And yeah, and then fold this down. There we go, and put it inside where the engine would be, and then you can finally fold the cockpit windshield down. Then you can take these pieces and hinge them inward and tab them together, and they will fit into the rotors here, or the engine piece on top. And there you go. And then you want to hinge these back. Oh wait, no, we don't want to do that yet. You don't want to hinge these pieces back yet. Then you want to tab the legs in next. That's what you really want to do. So fold all of this down, kind of get the arms out of the way. I'm gonna fold the legs down a little bit more, And yeah, and then you can line up these tabs on the back of the helicopter. And just try and get everything lined up. Which can be a little tricky to do the first time, especially you do it. But yeah, it looks really nice once you're done. And it's all flush and everything. Let me get this. Tab these ones. Wow, that's amazing. This figure came out like last summer. That's when I first got it. That's really when it was released, right? Like May, kind of. I remember the first figures you could get on Hasbro Pulse, the first wave deluxes, but then, oh man, I remember that when the Voyagers and Leaders hit the stores, hit the shelves. Ouch. Sorry, my finger got caught. That was pretty amazing. I remember how excited I was, and I was like listening on the internet for any kind of rumors, like if they were hitting shelves yet, and then I went to my Target and I found them there. And I picked up Blackout last summer. Then I got YouTube this year, like this summer, and then now I'm finally showing a figure from a year ago, but it doesn't really matter because I'm doing this for fun. But yeah. And you want to, yes, tab this in here. Rotor blades aren't really a problem for me. You just kind of move them out of the way. And yeah, they're not annoying at all. I mean, it's a helicopter, so of course it's going to have rotors, you know. Rotor blades. Yeah, and then you basically just want to line up the front and back section of the helicopter like that. It's like so. Basically, it's the arms and the legs which are folded up. And yeah, you want to do that to the other side. Fold that and flush this together. Not flush it down the toilet. You know, get it because I said flush. That's what people say when they review stuff, I think. Flush. It basically means like to keep it lined up. But yeah, and then you line these panels up here, and you can hinge these front pieces forward. These turbine pieces here, and engine blocks. You can fold those, hinge those back actually. And yeah, we got the basic helicopter mode done. If I can tab everything in. Okay, and then you have the fuel rod there, and then you basically want to fold out the rotors until they click into place. And yeah. And then yeah, there you go. Fold out the landing gear. Come to the back. Rest him. Tab some stuff in that you didn't get. And yeah, and then you want to come to the back here where there's like a little hole, and take the rotor. Take the rotor and fold out this piece, and it actually says Blackout, if you can see on either side, and there's 4500X Tampa Craft and U.S. Air Force on the back piece there. And basically what you want to do is take it and tab it on the back. And there you have Blackout and his helicopter mode. Cool. I'm running out of space here, sorry. Not storage space, like helicopter space. But yeah, there he is in his vehicle mode, and you can take Scorponok, obviously, and he looks amazing too in this vehicle mode. And you come under here, and you can fold out Scorponok's tail, and come under here, and there's a couple tabs. And just push them in, line up the tail, and there you go. And as for the weapon, I found the skirt piece here. You can just lift that up. I know not everyone has this, but I just store it by, because there's no flat pegs or any holes on the vehicle figure, which I actually appreciate. I mean, the Mech Tech, I love Mech Tech line because that's what I grew up with, you know, like Dark of the Moon, that's the line I really got behind, like I said, but it looks nice how Studio Series doesn't have all the peg holes all over the vehicle mode, but yeah, I like that, but it's just there's nowhere to put my custom weapon, except for I found here underneath, like not a conventional method where there's a peg here. But I just stored under here, and it actually holds really nicely, and you put the peg down there, it kind of slots in between his legs, like in between those leg sections in vehicle mode, and yeah, and then, I wonder if I put it in this way. No, I put it in the other way, and fold, there you go, fold that down, and you got your vehicle storage. So there's Blackout in this helicopter mode. And yeah, thank you everybody so much for watching. There's the Air Force logos, so we'll do a 360 spin. There's the USAF 4500X, Danger Keep Away, Blackout, he's got his name. He's very movie accurate actually with all the symbols on him, details, and the Air Force logos, USAF, US Air Force, and yeah, cockpit looks amazing with the engine pieces here, and it's translucent, yeah, clear plastic, so you can see into the cockpit and everything. He's got landing gear, Decepticon symbol on the front, fuel rod, he looks amazing. Rotor, he's a massive helicopter too, like the rotors, he's huge. So yeah, thanks so much for watching. This is Blitzwing Ben, rolling out. See you guys next time. Bye. Blackout. Blackout. Woo-hoo. Bye.